Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Litter Media Live. I'm your host, Mike Smith. Dan Ramey has the day off today, and he'll be scheduled to rejoin us this time tomorrow. Good to have you with us on this Thursday, July the 6th of 2023. And to get started right out of the gate, I want to wish my baby girl happy birthday, Sarah. I sent a text to her, and when I looked down, the time was 8:16 a.m., which, ironically, was the very time she was born 34 years ago. Love you, Sarah. Happy birthday. It's great to be back with you, and speaking of great to be back, we want to say, hey, our website is back. It was down for a few days due to maintenance at littermedia.com, but it's been back up and running since yesterday morning. So make sure you check out a majority of the stories that we have each day at littermedia.com. Back in the saddle again. I promise, no more singing. Here's the weather for today. Cloudy skies. There's a slight chance of an afternoon shower. High today of 83. Then partly sunny skies for tomorrow with a high of 84, as you can see on our mobile weather map, which is also back up and running at littermedia.com. Also with the air quality index, that's just right under the radar, which has been a factor with all the pollution in the area from the Canadian wildfires of late. You can see most of the wind is coming up out of the southwest, moving to a northeasterly direction for us here in this area. When we come back, we'll start off with our topics of the day, our headlines at Litter Media Live. I want to remind all of you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor and on target for your needs. They've been doing their thing for well over 4 decades. When you need help with heating, cooling, and plumbing, make sure it's Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. And for those cleanup projects in and around your property, try Scioto Valley Dumpsters. They'll get you a big orange dumpster to come out, and they'll even haul it away for you. That's the part I like the best. 253-8389. That is Scioto Valley Dumpsters. As we were talking just a moment ago, our website at littermedia.com back up and running again after being down a couple of days due to some maintenance. All of the headlines that are current, we've got them right there for you. Chillicothe Civic Theater opens up Cinderella tonight at Chillicothe High School. That runs tonight through July the 9th. Tickets are available online at the Civic Theater website. Don't forget to check that out. Big thank you going out from the Chillicothe Police DARE program. They wanted to thank all of the volunteers who pitched in for Community Day activities in Yoctangi Park on July 4th. A lot of volunteers were needed to make that happen, and again, the DARE program just wanting to say thanks. First Capital Rotary's first Thursday for July is today. That's down by the Majestic Theater. It gets underway at 5 o'clock and runs through 8 o'clock tonight. Music by the Andy Shaw Band. And a lot of our good sponsors also mentioned there as well. Chillicothe Ross Main Library will be refreshing the alphabet and numbers in American Sign Language for school-age students. They'll also be incorporating animal signs. It all gets underway at 5 p.m. today at the Library Annex Room A on the South Paint Street campus. Check that out if you're wanting to understand more about sign language. That's the place you want to be later today. Also, from our friends at the Ross Chillicothe Convention and Visitors Bureau, reminding us that the Ross Ag Society, in conjunction with the Mid-Ohio Jeepers Organization, presents the 6th Annual Ohio Jeep Fest. That's coming up this weekend out at the Ross County Fairgrounds. Numerous vendors, food concessions, obstacle courses, mud pits, trail rides, kids zone, and plenty of live entertainment. That gets underway tomorrow and goes through the weekend, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. at the Ross County Fairgrounds. Tickets, depending on where you're setting up, range from $15 to $30. We're telling you a little bit about this yesterday. Want to remind you that the library also has an event going on at Mount Logan School today, and that deals with fireworks science experiments. Now, there's no actual fireworks that are going to be there for safety reasons. We want to just remind you of that. But that gets underway at 2:30 this afternoon down at the Mount Logan Branch Library. Speaking of the real thing, fireworks, if you didn't get enough on the 4th of July, go up to Circleville, where the Circleville AMVETS 2256 will have their show this Saturday night. It starts at dark. Again, AMVETS celebrating on Saturday this year with their fireworks display. The 20th year for the Gates Foundation Ross County Scholars Fund has taken place, with the recipients being announced. The award of scholarships to 15 continuing and incoming university students. Larry Gates and his wife Mary established the fund to help Ross County students realize their college ambitions, and the endeavor now spans 2 decades. This marks the 20th class of scholars, with approximately 275 scholarships awarded since the fund's inception in 2004. I remember the day they had the press conference that announced that 20 years ago, and we want to tip the cap to Larry and Mary Gates for their great generosity over these many years. Goodwill Industries announcing the latest open of a store, which is going to be on up in Circleville, Morse Road in front of the former Carnival Foods. Will have its grand opening at 9 a.m. next Tuesday, which is July the 18th. The new 9,000 square foot store features a covered donation drive-through and will open at 9 a.m. on July 18th. Actually, that would be a week from Tuesday. A week from next Tuesday. Pickaway Service Center will provide day services to individuals with disabilities moved in to that 3,000 square foot area adjacent to the store on July 1st, but their grand opening will be acknowledged on July the 18th, which again is a week from next Tuesday. Our former broadcast colleague, Christina Wolford, in WKKJ will be broadcasting up there that morning. Ohio State Fair officials are partnering with American Idol to help find and showcase Ohio's best vocalist. Videos for the top 5 submissions will be played before fair concerts. The top 8 contestants will win VIP front-of-line passes to audition for the American Idol across America with virtual auditions. Also, virtual auditions are open now through Wednesday, July the 19th. And speaking of music, for those of us in the Chillicothe area, the Weejuns, they're legendary here in the Chillicothe and southern Ohio area. They'll be in concert this Saturday at the American Legion in downtown Chillicothe from 7 to 10 p.m. That is open to the public. Come on out and enjoy 60s rock and roll. Our road report for today here in Ross County, a bridge replacement project on State Route 138 between Austin Road and Mallow Road continues. During construction, traffic is being maintained using concrete barrier wall and temporary traffic signals. Initial work for temporary pavement widening will be performed using flaggers, but that project is ongoing, and I'm guessing, they're saying summer completion. Wouldn't be surprised if it takes until early fall to get that project completed as they're working. I travel out that way quite a bit, so I know that they're still hard at it. When we come back, a look at sports, all coming up on Litter Media Live.
If you can't give true love to me, I'll understand. Just
it's only worth it if you enjoy it. Michelob Ultra.
It's time to get serious about your lawn. It's time to step up to the best mower brand money can buy. For nearly 4 decades, Skag has been the easy choice for lawn care professionals. Don't settle for anything less than simply the best when it comes to mowing your lawn. There's sure to be a Skag model that's perfect for your yard, big or small. Make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood. Visit your local Skag dealer today. Skag, simply the best.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
At Rathkamp Financial, we offer customized investment solutions and superior client service. We believe in long-term relationships and working to earn your continued trust. Our greatest satisfaction comes from working with clients for many years and helping them realize their dreams.
Back with you here on Litter Media Live for this Thursday, and now let's check in on the world of sports. Locally, the Frankfort Sunflower Festival is now taking registrations for their 5K and 1 mile fun run. Of course, the festival is the weekend of July 28th through 30th, but the 5K and fun run will be on Saturday morning at July 29th, getting underway at 8 a.m. That's the runners from years past running through the downtown, but they do use the bike trail, the walking bike trail out there quite extensively for that race as well. But now is the sign-up time. Go to their Facebook page at Frankfort Sunflower. Chillicothe Paints, who won their first half division title in the Ohio River Valley, got the second half of their season underway last night. Not such a good night. They stayed right there with Lafayette on the number of hits, pretty close, but look at the runs. Paints losing out 14-4. They stay out in Lafayette for the next couple of days. How about those Redlegs? Woo-hoo! 9-2 over the Nationals last night, and that clinched that series, and it's the 7th straight road series win for the Reds. Now, the Brewers lost to the Cubs 4-3 last night. Chicago scored 3 runs in the top of the 9th to beat the Brewers, so Cincinnati now stands 2 games up on the Brewers for the lead in the National League Central. Cincinnati will wrap up that 4-game series in the nation's capital this afternoon. I believe 1:10 is the first pitch. The news not so good for the Guardians last night. The Atlanta Braves are one of the best teams in the National League as far as record is concerned, and they bounced the Guardians last night by a score of 8-1. Another reminder, sign-ups, time's running out to get signed up, I should say, for the Scioto Valley FCA Power Basketball Camp. That will be running July the 19th through the 21st. Again, if you want your young people to be involved in that, you can see the QR code. If you not getting to it in time here on the live version of this program, when you go back later and watch it, you just hold your phone right up there on that QR code, and it'll get you all of the registration information that you need to get your young person signed up for the FCA basketball camp, which is coming up again July 19th through the 21st. We'll wrap things up with this date in history, and we're staying on a sports theme going back to the year 1933, something to do with baseball. All that's coming up here on Litter Media Live.
Budweiser beer, the king is second.
Who drinks Budweiser? You know the type. The people who grind. Those who don't back down. And the ones who don't quit. They say all people are 6 degrees of separation away from each other. But some are just a 6-pack away. The people who share the same spirit, share the same beer. This Bud's for you.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652. When ensuring what's important to you, Andy Tomlinson and his associates are there when you need them the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Time to get things wrapped up here for our daily program on Litter Media Live. We always finish it out with this date in history. We only do our radio moment when Dan and I are here together. Dan will be back tomorrow after a couple of days off, so we'll try to come up with a radio memory tomorrow. But on this date in history, next Tuesday is Major League Baseball's annual All-Star Game. But it was on this date in 1933 that the first Major League Baseball All-Star Game took place. It was held at Chicago's Old Comiskey Park. The brainchild of a determined sports editor, the event was designed to bolster the sport and improve its reputation during the darkest years of the Great Depression. Originally billed as a one-time game of the century, it has now become a permanent and much-loved fixture of the baseball season. And you'll remember, if you're a history fan, baseball, America's pastime. But after the 1919 Chicago Black Sox scandal, baseball was tainted in such a way that a lot of people stopped going to the ballpark. I mean, I don't think any of the ballparks were completely empty, but baseball really got a black eye, so to speak, out of the Black Sox scandal. And that was one of the reasons for the All-Star Game, was to bring all of this great talent together at the same time. Of course, that picture was of Babe Ruth. He was in one of those that played in the first All-Star Game, along with Lou Gehrig and other greats. And there were a number of years that there were not one, but two All-Star Games in a season. I don't think that happened. If it happened in my lifetime, I don't remember it. But I know in reading up on it that there were some years that they had two All-Star games in a season. Obviously, that wasn't a real hot idea because they went away from it. I'm not so sure I'm keen on some of the things that they've done over the years with the All-Star because I'm a traditionalist. Now, some of the fun things that have come along that I think are okay, the home run derby, that's gotten to be a big thing. There's some other skills things that they do, but the home run derby is certainly the most famous. But you might remember a decade or more ago when the All-Star game ended in a tie because all of the players for both squads had been used and it was an extra inning, so it just ended that way. That didn't go over very well. So to kind of incentivize the teams again, that's where they came up with the idea that the winning league in the All-Star game, that league would host the most games in the World Series that year. I mean, when Pete Rose ran into Ray Fosse at home plate at Riverfront Stadium for the National League, I mean, they played for pride. But over the years, it kind of got, I think, a little bit blasé, and they had to bring a little bit more excitement in, and that's why that rule came into play some years later than that. But some great All-Star memories that all began on this date with the first one in 1933. That's a wrap for this Thursday program. Again, Dan will be back with us tomorrow as we wrap up this week, and we hope that you will be with us. If you're new to this program, we get together like this for a daily topic show Monday through Friday at 11 a.m., and there's a number of dates that we have special editions where we're on one particular topic with a guest in studio, and we'll have some of those coming up. Of course, next Wednesday we have our Pickaway County special edition. We had our Fairfield County special edition with just some topics this past Wednesday, but we have a guest scheduled in 2 weeks for Fairfield County that will have a spokesperson for the Fairfield County Park District, so looking forward to that as well. Enjoy your Thursday. Stay cool out there, everybody. There's a little bit of a chance of rain this afternoon. If you're talking about some outdoor activities, just keep that in mind. So until tomorrow at 11 o'clock, for Dan Ramey, this is Mike Smith saying so long from all of us at Litter Media Live.